So hello everybody and welcome to the live session today. Am I audible? Hello. Neeraj, Utkarsh, Apul, Anuradha. Okay,
Hello,
fine.
good evening, Anto. Hi.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was on mute.
no issues. So this is an open session. So last session we discussed like what will be the pattern and all other details and some important concepts. Actually not some, a lot of important concepts related to programming. And this is an open session to discuss about your queries. So whoever has any query, just go ahead.
I've got a very basic doubt. I am
Yeah,
facing
go ahead.
problem with the editor. What happens is when I am using the VI editor
Okay.
and when I write a line and some error happens while writing, so it becomes difficult. The moment I press the delete key, the previous letter capitalizes. You getting me?
You press delete key for what OS
So
are
for
you
example,
using?
I'm writing any text, right, in VI editor.
No, what operating system are you using?
I'm using Ubuntu.
Ubuntu directly installed? Hello.
No, over Windows.
Okay, you are using in WSL.
Yes, over Windows, I have installed Ubuntu, and that is how I'm using it.
Okay, so
Am I audible?
yeah, you are audible. So
Yeah,
your
okay.
key mappings would be disturbed because backspace key at least I remember backspace keys work
No,
and
even the backspace doesn't work. So that's where I face a lot of problems in terms of editing anything that I've written in VI editor.
okay. So can you search for are your key mappings related to WSL like changed? That is a possibility. And the other,
I haven't searched for, don't know how to, that's why I've just put it up over here. I'll search for it then maybe. You want me to
yeah,
show the screen and then what you got it, what I'm seeing?
I got you what you are saying, but I have not faced any issues of that kind. And I
Okay.
use Linux on Docker on my Mac, and I use Linux directly also. I don't have WSL.
Okay.
I don't have a Windows machine actually.
Okay.
I have a full-fledged Linux machine, and there I use a PC keyboard, and that doesn't. I don't face any issues. But if I use a PC keyboard on my Mac, the mappings are very different. That's why I asked what operating system are you using.
Okay.
On Mac, there is no backspace key on the laptop at least.
Fine. I'll try to look where exactly is the problem, what
Yeah.
can
So
be
your
done.
problem, yeah. But for a time being, don't pay too much attention on that. You can
Yeah, yeah,
use
yeah.
any editor for now
Yeah.
because tomorrow is the first session and day after tomorrow is the second.
Yeah.
And there you won't face any such issues.
And where will we find the solutions? Where will
So do you
we
face
find the solutions of the practice programming assignments?
practice programming assignments? Okay, those solutions have not been uploaded. Last, actually, I have given that to the team. I will just ask them to upload it just now, if that is not done.
Yes, because that is needed. Where will the solution will be corresponding to the questions, right? or will they be saved at somewhere different location?
No, it will be available in the supplementary unit.
Okay, fine.
Just
If
open
you
the
can
portal and check.
please
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, let me see if I have the permissions to share that. Then I will do it just now.
Okay, fine. Thanks, sir.
So just one more thing. Hello, for you.
Yes, Ankur. Yes.
So just try on Replit. Open a Vim VI editor on Replit and see if those key mapping issues are there as well.
No, on Replit, everything works fine.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying just search for something related to WSL if your key mappings are
Okay.
configured incorrectly or something like that.
What do you mean by WS? Sorry, I am not aware about this WS. What do you mean exactly with
WSL.
WS?
How do you use Linux on Windows?
So I have installed Ubuntu on Windows as a virtual machine.
Okay, inside a virtual machine.
Yes, inside a virtual machine.
So what
Oracle
virtual
VM
machine is
VirtualBox. Oracle VM
Oracle VM?
VirtualBox. Yeah.
So search related to Oracle VM VirtualBox. Something.
Okay.
If something is some key mappings are settings is there or something is there like that.
I see. Okay.
Because if there it would have been a keyboard issue or something like that, then you would have faced that on Replit also.
On Replit also, you are right. Correct. It kind of becomes irritating when you are writing something and in the VI editor you do some mistakes and then it doesn't erase. Lot of things have to be done in terms of getting it corrected then.
So there is a vimrc hidden file, config file for Vim editor, but I don't suspect it to be related to that. But that can also help you in setting up a lot of things related to editor.
Okay. Let me see. I am not totally up to what you have just said, so I will search for it and then maybe I'll be able to relate with what you are
So
exactly saying.
vimrc is a configuration file that there are two levels of that. One is the user level and one is system level. Okay, so it is based on the location of the .vimrc file. This is a hidden file.
Okay.
So whenever you open so suppose you want to cd into a directory or it's similar to this. There is a bash rc file also. So suppose on bash, whenever you open a terminal, you want to switch to a directory. So you can do that in vimrc. So these type of configurations can be done in this configuration files. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Fine. I'll do it for later. Maybe the focus is just on OPP.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Apple, I have also faced the same issue. So you can try running the update command. I did apt update vim, then that fixed the keyboard issues. So
I see.
Try that. Yeah.
So
apt
just apt
update,
update
okay.
or just apt update or updating something else
sudo,
also.
No, just sudo apt update vim.
Okay, so apt update, I assume this updates all the packages.
Maybe, but that did fix the keyboard issues, backspace and arrow keys. So everything started working perfectly.
Okay, fine. I'll try that and sudo apt. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, nothing.
So just,
sorry, nothing more from my end at least.
okay. So just somebody mentioned that apt update. So are you sure it's apt update and not upgrade?
Let me check.
Yeah, because what apt update will do is it will just update the repositories. Okay, if you want to install some package and if that is not in there in the repository, it will do that. So upgrade is the one that will upgrade all the packages.
Yeah, I exactly don't remember because I did it 1 month back. So, but I'm sure that I run one of these commands. Yeah,
Okay. So Apul, just make a note of this. It could be upgrade. As according to me, upgrade would definitely
fix it.
install all the things, update all the packages to the latest
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Update will just update the repositories.
Sudo
Okay.
apt upgrade vim.rc,
No,
right?
no, no. Yeah, sudo apt upgrade is a command. Vim dot vimrc. Vim dot not vim dot rc. Dot vimrc.
.vimrc. Okay,
Yes,
fine.
this is the
Fine,
name of the
Ankur.
file. So these are two concepts. And before upgrade, you may have to do update if your
Hmm,
repositories are not up to date.
fine. Okay. I'll try
Okay.
upgrade first just to just to see what happens,
Yeah, yeah. Update is
the
not
flow.
a very harmful command and it won't take a lot of time. But upgrade
Hmm.
will take a lot of time because it will
Okay.
upgrade all the packages, all the software. So
Okay.
suppose I tell you if you on your Windows update all the software, your Google Chrome, your PowerPoint and everything to the latest version.
I see. Okay.
How will you do that? So in Linux to do that, there is a single command that through which you can do. But on
Upgrade.
Windows, you cannot do that because there is no central repository being maintained.
Hmm. 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 I see. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
And check if you are able to see the supplementary contents. I am just trying to add that.
Ankur, as of now, no, I don't see the anything new in supplementary contents.
No, no, there's nothing new. I'm just saying you can see that right there. It will be added.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
okay,
wanted to.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, yeah, okay. Fine. But please, again requesting if that can be made available as soon as possible.
Yes, yes, within a few minutes. I'm asking because that's already there. The folder that I can see from the backend.
Okay, fine.
But why is it not published? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm asking somebody just now.
So should we exit, Ankur? I mean, if there is nothing.
Hello, sorry, Apul. Sorry, Apul, I could not hear you. I was busy discussing regarding the practice assignments.
Okay. No, I was saying if there is nothing, should we exit? Then we'll wait for this upload to happen. But should we stay in the call if there is no questions from anyone or anything from your end?
It's up to you. You can join back if you have any questions. We will be here till some time. If there are no questions, even after 5 o'clock, so we may end the session.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine.
And I'm not expecting a lot of questions today because we already had a revision session, and this was a break session, and people would
Yes,
be busy in a lot of
absolutely.
subjects actually.
Yes, absolutely. True. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
So that has been uploaded. You can check it.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, I will check the arrangement. If the question arrangement is not well, then we will fix it. Meanwhile, you will get all the solutions of PPAs either here or there in one of the
Got it.
files.
Week 1 to 5 is there. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks.
Actually,
Sir,
yeah, go ahead.
I joined a little late, so can you tell what are we discussing?
Okay, so the practice assignment solution was not available, and we were uploading, but it was not published. So we were constantly uploading the practice assignment solutions every week, and we were not aware because nobody asked us, told us this, that from front end you are not able to see. Now we have published it just now in the supplementary content. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And those who have not attended last session or of Wednesday, I would suggest you to go through it, and also the mock. The pattern of mock is same as the OPP one. Definitely questions will be different.
So the question will be similar to the mock.
That's why I'm saying definitely the questions will be different.
Okay, sir.
You can assume that in level it may not be too much different. Okay. So Bhave, the Replit answers are released on Replit itself.
So where
There is
I can screen share, but I'm not able to see them on the Replit screen anywhere.
Bhave just
And the questions for practice assignment, I mean, the theory portion has been uploaded, but not the programming piece.
the programming are not there.
No.
Okay, we will do it in some time.
Yeah, programming piece is what is needed. So programming is not there.
Okay, we'll upload the solutions.
Yes, fine.
Okay.
That is needed very much. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So Replit offer doesn't have the solutions. We only can see week 6 solutions.
The Replit solution, there is a question named as week 5 solutions under week 5.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, that is not published. It's the same thing. Let me publish it just now. Okay, can you see it now? Refresh it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for checking this. Yeah. Okay. So any doubts, anybody? So is everybody able to solve the mock? Did you guys face any issues in the mock?
That had issues with problem 6.
Okay. Any issues with configuration or logic
It's
issues?
conceptual, logical.
Okay.
Apart from that, the others were doable.
Okay. So what is problem number 6? The file ls output contains the output of the command ls cell. Your task is to print the file names which are modified in the month of February, but before 23rd of February. Okay. So, which fields combined tell you the date? So what happens if you just run touch on a file, on an existing file?
Nothing would happen.
Just check on your machine, run touch on your existing file. Before that, check the date.
So the access and modification times are updated to the current time.
Yes. So that means you know that where to get the modified time, last modified time, right? Okay. You got it? Where which fields will tell you the last
Yes,
modified
sir. Got it.
time? Okay. Now can you solve it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this time we have added test case description as an additional thing that we didn't have last time. So some students were facing issues, and let's see if this is helpful for you guys. So this will be available for each and every question in the exam also. And just one more thing, has anybody paid attention to the instructions? How many questions you have to solve?
3 from each section.
Yes.
Yes.
So just pay attention on the instructions in the exam as well. Go through them thoroughly.
But can you do a kind of revision for this bracket and quotes thing, just to clarify?
Which
So,
brackets?
so uh, curled brackets and round brackets do not make any difference when we are writing an expression, right? In if
Okay.
or while or any of the loops that we are using that particular thing.
I exactly didn't get you. So square brackets and round brackets you are saying?
Yes, right.
Okay. So this is a syntactical thing. Don't.
Hmm.
So there are rules that you will have to learn. Okay, because this is a
Hmm.
kind of language, and language has rules that you have, and it has defined rules. It's not maths where you can learn 2 plus 2 and you would know 4 plus 4. Okay. So the square brackets are used for test conditions, and that can be used for our arithmetic operations also. Let me share one thing on screen that
Yes.
today's solution already has for week 5 on Replit. So one question. So have you gone through the questions on Replit week 5?
Not every, but some. Few
The
of
initial
them, maybe.
ones. The initial ones.
No, not the
I
not the
would
initial
recommend you
ones.
to solve problems one initial 4 or 5 problems. That will
Okay.
be very helpful for you syntactically.
Okay.
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 Okay. So you guys can see the screen, right?
Yes.
So this
Yes,
is the
sir.
problem. Yeah, this is the problem number 1C. Just go through the problem. So this asks you to read two numbers from standard input, that is yesterday in, and you just have to print the sum of the two numbers. Okay, this is the very easy problem, right? Why do we want you to solve this? We want you to solve this because so that you understand the syntax. Okay, now see the solution. So there are multiple ways where in which you can solve the regular expression. Can you see that in the solution? See,
Yes, sir.
read A and B will be common because you have to read two variables from standard input. After that, there are multiple ways you can use to solve this. Okay, so this double bracket generally this makes things work in like inside double round brackets. You can do arithmetic operations, but before that you have to put a dollar. This is a syntax thing. I'm just suspecting that there is a space issue in this, so I'm just checking that first. Okay, yeah, so there is no issue here, but in the first line, this one echo, when you use a square bracket, I think I remember that the space is required after the brackets. So this is the syntax thing. If you don't use the space, it may give a syntax error. Okay, no. So the space issue is not with this square brackets, but with expr definitely there should be a space before and after plus. So this has been mentioned specifically. Now so this is another way you can use to do the calculations. Okay, and this is the same way we have just demonstrated here that you can store this in some variable and then you can print that variable. The last two are otherwise same. Now inside these two brackets you can also use a c like for loop. Okay, now if you want to understand the difference between single square brackets and double square brackets, so the functionality wise they both are same. Just the thing is how you want how you will write the code using the single square brackets is different than how you write it in double square brackets. Double square with an additional functionality that double square bracket supports uh, regex comparisons. Okay, Eh,
Yeah.
for example, if you want to use and or double and double or logical operators, then you can use that inside double square brackets. But if you want to use single square brackets, you have to write that 2 times. One expression inside one single square bracket, then and or and operator, and then again another expression inside single square brackets. That is the way if you want to test conditions. So single square brackets, a dollar before a single square bracket, left square bracket, is for calculations, and without dollar it is for test.
Sir, could you explain the test concept once again?
Test means have you written any if statement?
Yes, sir.
So there, do you use square brackets?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But Ankur, I tried this particular thing, the test condition, even with the round brackets, it was working fine.
Single round brackets.
Double round brackets.
Okay,
I
double
am
round
talking
brackets.
about question PPA 1, week 5.
Okay.
In that while condition, I mean, we can have many cases, but just to be on the same page, in that I have used specifically this particular while thing in the square brackets, and it is working fine.
So without a dollar, right?
Without a dollar, right?
Yes. So that is another way. That means. So I would, that's why I would recommend you to use any one of the, any one of the ways as much as you can, so that you don't get confused in the exams. So just now, as I mentioned, that double square brackets has more functionality than single square brackets, but there is no such thing that you cannot do with single square brackets. In one or the other way, you will be able to do it. Okay, it's just how you do it. But if you stick to one, you won't get confused. And one more thing that is not very much important for the exams as of now, because this OPP one, it is kept a bit simple in those terms. So if you want to do floating point arithmetic, none of the solutions that we have seen just now for the problem 1C will work. For that, you have to use BC. So that is discussed in one of the lectures.
So I face a little challenge in terms of what we have just discussed. I
Yeah.
have pasted the code of question PPA 1 5, week 5 PPA 1 in the chat window.
Okay.
When I have used these square brackets, now it is not working. It is perhaps giving syntax error. When I'm using these, like the round brackets, it works fine. So I understood that I might want to stick with something, but which is the right thing to work with? Is it these square brackets? No, square brackets are returning errors in this. I don't know why.
So generally, I think with while you have to use single square brackets. So that in the single and double square brackets conditional thing that I was talking about, that was with if. Okay.
So out of your experience, do you have something that you might want to suggest that use? Maybe you are also using. We can follow that thing. I mean, you are saying, do you continue using square brackets, which perhaps return the error, or use the
Okay,
round
so I will tell you
brackets?
what I use.
Yes.
With for loops, I use either single square brackets or double round brackets for C-like syntax with for loop. Similarly, in while loop also I use single square brackets.
Single
But
square brackets.
but for if condition, I always use double square brackets.
Double square brackets.
With if condition. Because there I can like do regular expression matching also. And the second thing is, if I want to concatenate more than one conditions, I can do it inside itself. I don't have to close and open the brackets again. So I can put and or inside the double square brackets there itself. And with while I don't know why it's if it should work or not. I have not gone through that manual thing for while, if double square bracket should work or not. I have not tried that.
In the lecture videos, sir has used double square brackets. It worked,
With while.
but with while, right?
Okay, so that means we could use it. There would be space issues in your script.
I'm
There could
trying the
be.
same, all the permutations, but it is not working. Only round brackets, two round brackets seem to be working and giving you.
No, so you are giving dollar I in curly braces. You, if there is a single variable, you can directly give dollar I.
Yeah, but we don't know. I mean, this is fine. We can see for test cases one, but in case it moves beyond one digit, then
Beyond one digit means if you want to extract something from the variable.
no. So for example, if I say, yeah, okay, got it. Variable, yeah, no need to give the curly brackets, right?
You can, yeah, that's one way. I think, or there may be space issues between your less than equal to also. After less than equal to and before less than equal to, the space may be required. So this is a very strongly typed thing, like, right? So here spaces also matters.
Hmm.
If you don't give space somewhere, then it won't work.
No, it's not working for me somehow. I mean, I'm not getting the output also. With the syntax, test cases pass. I'm not getting the private cases passed with the code that I've mentioned with round brackets.
Okay.
That's where I was looking forward for the solutions to go through the code where I'm going.
Okay, I am checking your code.
Yeah. So now I'll type the second code, which makes my test cases go through. This is giving me error. The code which
Because
I have written
see,
right now, it gives error. This goes
okay,
through, this passes my test cases, but the private case doesn't pass with this code. This is week 5 PPA1.
Okay. Aru? Hello?
Yes, Ankur, is it
Yeah.
to me?
So
Okay.
yeah, actually I figured out one thing is that the operator that you are using is a string operator. So last session also I was talking about this. In Bash, the string operators looks very similar to arithmetic operators in any other language, right? If you have worked on Python or C or anything. So less than
Mhm.
equal to, double equal to, these are string operators in Bash. And arithmetic operators, if you know about, are GEGT hyphen GE hyphen GT hyphen NE.
Yeah, oh, I see.
And for
Okay.
that, you have to use hyphen LE. Instead of less than equal to, if you change it to hyphen LE, uh, your syntax error would be removed. So double square brackets are for arithmetic operations. In single square brackets, you can do string operations also.
Sorry, just repeat the last sentence, please. What did you say?
So, so double square brackets are for test conditions, and I think it seems like I haven't faced this issue because I use only single square brackets with while.
With Y. Okay.
Yeah, but it seems like that string operators are not considered as arithmetic operators. That's why in double square brackets they are not working. And another thing that I want to emphasize on that everybody may face issues with is that while you are using double equal to or not equal to the string operations, okay, at that time if you don't put double quotes around the variable, and suppose the value of variable has an space, okay, and when that is interpreted, so that variable will be replaced by two words, then also there will be a syntax error, because this is an interpreted language. This language is not compiled into some code and then that will be run. Okay, so you will get a runtime error in that case. I can demonstrate
But
that
just
just
to
now.
get it right, just to
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
right,
I will
you are
demonstrate
saying,
that just now.
yeah, the single square bracket is used for arithmetic operation.
No, you can use it for both
Okay, for
arithmetic and
string
string.
as well as arithmetic
Yeah,
comparison.
yeah.
In any of the looping conditions, right?
In
While,
a
for,
yes,
case,
yeah. In for, loop, while also everywhere you can use.
if, okay,
If condition also.
single square bracket, and that can be used for both. Now, when you
Yes.
say string operators are lesser than or equal to, right?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
special characters, that is what you mean by string operators. And when we use the alphabets minus LE minus NE,
Yeah.
those are for arithmetic comparison.
Yeah. So if you would have seen the videos, you would remember this.
Yes, I
And
remember
there's
it,
a,
but it's
yeah,
just kind of
there's
not
a,
settled, not segregation
okay.
is not there. I mean, it
And if
has
you,
just come with a flow.
and in
This,
any
this, this,
case,
this.
in any case, if you forget any of the arithmetic operations, because they are named, right? LE, GT. Okay. So
Hmm.
suppose in any case you forget that. So have you checked the instructions of
Cheat sheet.
mock question paper?
Yes, yes, I
So
have
there,
checked.
there is, yeah,
String
the
comparison
cheat
and
sheet, the
arithmetic
cheat sheet I was
comparison.
talking about, that
Yes,
you will
yes,
have a cheat sheet to refer to.
yes. Okay,
So it's not necessary that you will remember everything, and it's not expected
okay.
also out of you. Okay. So there you can find the operators. Now I will just tell you one more thing that I was demonstrating. Let me actually show that to you.
Just one more thing before you do that. What do we do for if wala thing? If wale mein should we again use the single bracket, or again can we use the single square bracket and just take it forward this particular way?
Let's
What you
check.
have just,
Just now,
huh?
let's check. Let's check if I generally use double square brackets. Let's check if string operations work in double square brackets. Just now we'll check it. Okay.
And it's the same question that you are referring, correct?
No, no, no question.
Okay, fine.
I just wanted an interface. So this is an
Okay,
interface
fine.
for us.
Okay.
We will run the program directly. We won't run the test cases. Okay.
So one immediate question now, for example, you will be reading A and reading B, which will be input from the
Console
console,
or
right?
standard input, yeah.
Right. So
STD
for
input.
example, if the person gives this particular number instead of a variable or vice versa, then how will this particular thing go forward if we are using arithmetic and string comparison?
No, I didn't get you.
So read A and B, you are using right now equal to, right? Equal to
Yes.
means that we have, it is considered, A is considered as a string, correct?
Yes.
But if, while through the console, if A is given as 10,
Yes.
then
Then it is a string. What is a string according to you? In any other language, have you read a string? Let's discuss from that.
yes,
So anywhere have you read the string? Well, it is a combination of ASCII or
characters.
Unicode characters. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Let's stick to ASCII because that is a
Okay.
smaller set.
Hmm.
So ASCII consists of numbers also.
Hmm.
Okay. So when you consider something in Bash, everything is a string. When you do a string arithmetic operators, they are considered as numbers, but they are stored always as strings in Bash.
Okay.
But I am talking about other language. So this is very important to understand. So
Exactly right.
yeah, 10 is a 10. That can be a string as well, and that can be a number as well. Why can't it be a string? It can be, right? Because it is a
Yes.
combination of two letters, 1 and 0. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So when we store that in the memory as a string 1 and 0, so there are two characters in it. First one is 1. What is the ASCII value for 1? We will convert that into binary, and that will be stored for 1. For 0,
Okay.
that will be converted into
Binary
ASCII,
and
then
stored.
binary and stored. So there will be two characters stored.
Yes.
For
Right.
integer, 10 will be directly converted to binary and it will be stored. So that is the difference.
I see.
Okay. So suppose if the maximum range for an integer is 4 bytes in C.
So is it like the moment we tell the operator, that is how it
For Bash,
gets the instruction?
don't try to understand this thing in Bash directly, because in Bash there's no integer. Everything is string, as far as I know.
Everything is string.
Used as a string, yeah. When you apply arithmetic operators, they are converted and they are used. Otherwise, they are stored as a string, as far as I know. So the concept that I am telling you is regarding the storage, storing the variables is regarding other languages that you should know.
Okay.
Okay. So what will be the, how many, suppose one character needs 1 byte and every integer needs 4 bytes to store. To store 10 as integer, it will take 4 bytes, right? Because every integer needs 4 bytes. Now to store 10 as a string, how many bytes will it need? Only 2 bytes, not 4. Because they are stored as
string.
And suppose I say 30,000. 30,000 is a 5-digit number. How many bytes it will take for it to store as a character? As a string?
Again 2 bytes.
5 bytes. There are 5 characters. 30,000 I am saying. 3 followed by 4 zeros. Okay. You will store 3, then you will store 0 4 times. 0 0 0 0.
So to store a string, you need 2 bytes.
No, to store a string, you need 1 byte for every character.
Okay, I got it. Okay, for every character, you are saying 1 byte. Okay, then for 30,000, because it is stored as a string, it will need 5 bytes. Got it.
But if it is stored as an integer in C, okay.
Yeah, if it is stored as an integer in C, and before I answer, how many bytes per integer? You said 4 bytes, right?
4 bytes.
So it will take 20.
It will take only 4 bytes.
It will take only. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Got it.
Every digit. I'm not talking about 4 bytes for every digit in integer.
You are talking about the complete number.
Yes, but there will be a limit then. If you are using only 4 bytes, that means you are using only 32 bits. Then your limit, there would be some limit. If it is a signed integer or an unsigned integer, based on that, there will be a limit. You cannot store integer beyond that number
Clear.
as an integer.
Got it.
Okay.
So this concept was very important to understand over here, which was not known, at least to me, that
Yeah,
everything
so that
is
is
being stored as
so
string
firstly,
only.
yeah. So firstly, here that storage part is not there, but if there is a differentiation between string and integer. Now let me show you one thing that I am showing. Here we will print success. Let's see if there are no syntax errors. Yeah, let's give some value. Oh, I have written print. Okay, it failed. Now success. Got it? This is okay. One thing is clear till now. Now let's try double square brackets. Will this work? I think this works with if. Yeah, but with while it was creating issues. This double square brackets. I don't know why in your case.
Yeah.
Okay, so for string comparisons also, in with if double square brackets and single square brackets both work. So I generally use double square brackets. That's why I haven't faced any issues. Okay. Now what I wanted to show you, another thing is, what if
can
we
you
give,
also try with this arithmetic operations with double square bracket and
yeah,
combinations?
you can try that. Let's see what the concept that I am telling you.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So this one, if we give something like, now what will happen? There is a syntax error. Got it? Why is that? There was no syntax error before. That means our code is not wrong. You will just assume that. No, it's not like that. Whenever you are doing string operations, if you are not putting double quotes or single quotes, okay, then what will happen? So this A will be replaced by, what was our value? ASD, SDF. Now this is this a syntax error or not? Because there are two words. Now it doesn't know which one to match. Okay. So, and what if it would have been read like this? There won't have been any syntax error. Okay. So that's why in string operations, it's better to use double quotes around the variables. And now the same thing will work. Now it
the
will
same
work.
is for printing also, right?
For echo.
For echo, right?
No, it's not. For echo, it's a different case. You may use it or you may not.
Okay.
Because echo, if you give one argument, it will print that argument as it is. And if you give a lot of space separated strings inside quotations in one argument, it will print that. If you give more arguments, echo prints all the arguments. So it doesn't matter much in echo. But here it does. See, now it did not fail. The syntax error is not there. Okay. So if there it has been an arithmetic operation, it double quotes is not required. See. They are not equal. Okay, got it?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, now tell me what the other doubt was.
This is clear, and many thanks for explaining it. Now I'm trying to figure out the logic of PPA1. Test cases pass with all the syntax and everything, but the private case is not passed. I don't know why.
The one that you shared, the solution.
Yeah.
After correcting it has passed now, you're saying.
Yes. The test cases are getting passed. Private cases are not getting passed.
Okay. It is week 5, PPA 1.
PPA 1, right?
Okay. The most important thing, another thing that a lot of students don't focus on is that they don't practice easy problems. So you should practice easy problems a lot, okay, before going to the hard ones, because of the syntax thing. You learn a lot of syntax in easy problems. In the hard problems, you may face a lot of logical issues, and you may be fixing both together, syntax issues and logic issues both. Yeah, so the PPA one says that write a bash script that accepts any number of arguments and prints the odd numbered arguments. Okay. And what does your solution do? So which one is the solution for that?
So the second portion that I have written in the chat window.
Okay, second one you are saying.
Yeah.
Just a second. No, actually your logic is wrong.
Logic is wrong.
Yes. What will $I have?
Oh, I see. $I will have the actual argument name.
Value.
The actual argument value.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I see. Okay. So that's where I mean, okay. So we should not be using $I in this case. We just use just I, then also it will work because I will have the actual number of it.
No, but I won't work because I is not if you have to use any variable, you have to use dollar before it.
Right. Then we escape it. What do we do then? With this logic,
Why?
I modulus 2, how can I use the number I over here then?
Okay, what you are doing is I plus plus. So that means no, there are there's one flag logic that we have used, and you can use one counter. Initially the counter value will be something, then it will be keep on incrementing along with I. I'm just thinking how can we use the value of I direct. tally.
Right. Because in order to calculate this odd and even modulus 2 is what is coming in my mind, and for that we need I.
No, actually $I is correct. While checking it is correct, but while printing it's not correct. Or yes, while printing it's not correct, I would say. $I is actually the value of I. Let's try this solution.
Yes, right.
So while checking, you are doing the right thing because you have put a
Okay.
pointer. But while printing, you are not doing the right thing. You have to
Okay.
iterate over all the values in $var.
Okay. So if I have to print the, but
What
that
you
is
are
what, but that is how it happens, right? If I will write $1, it will print what is the
no,
argument, right?
yes, but $1 I is not one. $I is one. Then $I is two. Then $I is three. I is not 1, 2, 3.
No. So for example, let's say I give the argument as the first argument I give as alpha, right? So $I, when I is equal to 1,
Yeah, when I
right?
is equal to 1 and you want to print that one, you have to use $I.
When I have to print alpha, if I have to write alpha, I will write $I, which is $1, correct?
Just a second, I will show you. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. First this. What should this print?
This will print I.
Only I.
Yes,
It won't
this will
print
print
1.
I.
And what will this print?
This will print 1.
Okay. So let's try
Yes.
if this works. Does this work? Command not found. No. So there would be some way where you can use the value of $I that we'll have to use. Okay. Let's check this. Yeah. So this is the way. Got it?
Okay, what have you done? Dollar, then
But then there is another problem in your script. Hello.
yeah, Ankur. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Now tell me what is the other problem in your script. One is this. We'll replace this with this. Now it will print the actual arguments and not the value of I. It will print the variable that is the value of I. Okay.
Okay.
So this thing is fixed.
We need a
Now tell
space
me.
also. We need a space after this.
No, there's an issue in logic.
I'm not able to find it.
What are you trying to do with the while condition? What is that doing? Check that. What is the value of where? Print
It's the
this.
total number of arguments.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, where is the total number of arguments?
Let's see what it prints.
Yeah.
What did it print?
It printed 5, which
Only
is the
5.
total number of arguments, right?
Okay, it
2,
printed
3,
total
5,
number
6,
of,
8.
yes. Okay, then there's no logic issues. 2 5s and 8. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
printed.
And
Now
over
it's
here
fixed.
also it printed correct. It printed
Yes.
2, 1,
Yes.
third, and
Actually,
fifth
I
argument.
was confusing with this with something else. So there is
Right.
another way. If you use $@, you can directly loop on each and every argument. That is
Yeah,
also you
okay.
can do. But this is also one way.
Okay.
The issue
And
was with
Ankur,
this.
if you don't mind, can you just try this square, changing this while thing to square brackets in the while loop?
Single
one
square
by
bracket.
one.
It will work. It will work. I've tried that. It will work. I know this.
Yeah.
No, not
See,
actually.
this is what is happening.
You are saying that double.
What I mean, see,
No, double is working. Single.
double is also not working. No? Single
Double
is
is
also
not
not
working. Sorry, single should work. Double is not working.
Single is also not working, and it is giving in line 7 itself. Is it because of the semicolon thing? I don't know.
No,
What
that
is the
doesn't matter.
problem?
That should
That
not
doesn't
matter.
matter, right?
That should not matter.
This is what is causing the problem. Now, single square bracket is not working, double square bracket is not working, round brackets work.
Actually, it should work. There's something that we are missing. Let me check that.
And you are right. The basic questions just clear the syntax.
Okay. So the thing is that these are string operators. So this is a string operator, right?
This is a string operator, right? Correct.
But only in this it becomes C-like syntax. With double, I told you that this makes everything C-like syntax. These brackets. So this less than equal to works like C-like operation. Okay.
Okay.
But in this case, what it is giving is less than equal to 5. So this is this is a string operation that is taking place. So if that's what I mentioned, that if you have to use -le, it will work. That's why that's what I mentioned you some time back. I told you with square brackets you have to use this.
I see. Okay.
Single and double both should work, I think. Yeah, both will work.
Got it. Now
okay,
it
because
makes
this
clear, right?
yeah, if you want to use a C-like for loop for I equal to 0, I less than this, then I plus plus. Okay.
So
you can use these
I
brackets.
can also use
You can use these brackets.
this thing in if condition also, right? In if
Yes.
also, if I write this
Yes,
minus
you can use
ne, it will work, you know?
Yeah, but inside square brackets.
Inside the square bracket, yes.
Okay. Now let me tell you how we can use this with C-like syntax. You can use this also. For I equal to 1, you mentioned that above. Okay. Then what did we mention? I less than equal to
where? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so
I plus
over
plus.
here, should it not be that dollar thing?
No, C-like syntax does not require that. That's what I am saying.
Okay. Yeah, it
Got
prints.
it? Now it
yes.
works.
Yes.
So you don't have to write I equal to 1 before and I plus plus after this. Everything needs to be removed.
Got it.
And this works as it is. Okay. So yeah. So the operators that we talk about, string operators and the arithmetic operators, those are for square brackets. For round brackets, it is C-like syntax.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Very helpful, Ankur. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Bobby, go ahead.
So by when will you release the PPA solutions?
Yeah, they are getting released. I have already asked Krishnan. He is working on it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so practice assignment solution have already been released a few minutes back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hi guys, give me a minute. I will be back. Yeah, so the solutions I have discussed, they will be released in around 15 minutes. Bhavik?
Yeah, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys. So I don't want to waste your time because you have OPP tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions and whoever has the question should stay and others can leave for preparation. And anyway, sir has also not joined today because he was busy. Yeah, anybody has any questions? Yeah, so we may close in another 5 minutes. I will wait for a few more minutes for any other queries. Okay, guys. So I don't think there are any more queries. And if there are any, we will be quick to respond on Discourse today also. So all the best and happy learning. Now we'll close the session for today. And try to solve the mock by yourselves. This is one thing that I would suggest. Even if it takes a lot of time, but try to solve it yourself. Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, Ankur. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. And thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining. Yeah. Good day. We'll close the session now.